from your perspective, what factors the customer should consider when choosing the silo beans?
Yeah. When we talk about silos, uh, um, remember when I mentioned that when working with this North American company, they don't talk. They talk grain storage. So you have the physical device of the silo, round with the roof, a catwalk on top, or whatever, and then you have different systems. Obviously, you have the quality of the silo. You have in many parts of the world today very strict regulations about the calculations and about the norms you have to apply. This we are developing, we are doing. In Germany or in Europe, you have to supply to the Eurocode and you have to present a document so that everybody is safe and everything is legal and there is no problems with insurances and building permissions and so on. This is one part. And this, our company, I would like to say, has been very well prepared. This was the base of the development of our company 5 or 6 years ago. Statics, norms, and so on. On the other hand side, you're putting a lot of money, a lot of value into the silo, where we say we put a lot of corn and so on. And a silo is a deposit, but there, what I always very much insist in our conversations, or what we like to transmit, is the best we take care about this grain, the best we'll keep the value by means of installing very much advanced temperature monitoring systems, fans, which probably some are a little bit more expensive than others, but that the performance of the fans is correctly chosen so that you get your cubic meters per hour per metric ton stored into the right level. That you perform the aeration when the atmosphere or the surrounding is good. So don't aerate in the summertime when it's humid. Do it in the winter when it's cold and fresh and the air is dry or drier. Um, so install good weather stations so you can have also the very modern temperature monitoring systems. They can give you they are linked to the internet. They can have a prediction of when we'll have good weather or very good appropriate weather situation to perform aeration, right? To cool the grain down, take out the last humidity,
Yeah,
uh, so that that we get below the certain degrees of temperature or certain degrees of humidity, so we reach the safe storage time the longest possible without spoiling the grain and so on. This is something that I like very much to insist. And sometimes these portions about grain management to keep the grain in a safe condition for a long time within the budget of a whole silo plant is very low. So
yeah,
maybe it's only 5%. So maybe we insist on putting in better sensors or humidity sensor or dew point monitoring, weather station. It only costs a few $100 or euros compared to the whole budget of a big silo plant. It's really small investment compared to the benefit you will run out of it. We've been working with a company doing fans in Germany and along a Danish manufacturer of temperature monitoring system to work on an intelligent silo, an intelligent system. The fan is speaking to the temperature monitoring system. The temperature monitoring system is getting the data of the temperature development in the grain, but as well the outside temperature from the internet with data, and automatically will decide when to run to which point of time will be the best moment for running the aeration, but not only from a point of view of what the best temperature, also which is the best electricity price, for example, so to keep the running costs as well low. So these kind of things is what we like to advise to the customers or to the investors or to the farmers, right?
so they need to think about the added value the whole plant is bringing, and also about the safety, security of their most valuable assets.
Correct, absolutely, because the value is what they store in the grain, and there's nothing worse than the grain gets spoiled for whatever reason that could have been avoided with a decent investment. And as I mentioned before, sometimes as a manufacturer we don't get these after sales requests, but on the shows or when you do a specific trip to some customers, you find out that there is a lot of questions about this. in the market about grain management itself, how to keep grain in a safe manner for a long time. There is a lot of, I think there's a lot of need still to implement to explain, and there's a lot of need of customers to get good advice on that.